What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Sanjay Suresh, I'm a 17-year-old, and on this channel I like to talk about different businesses, entrepreneurship, and just my life in general. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys a stock portfolio. Now, let me explain. Technically, this isn't my portfolio because it's all my dad's money, but I'm the one who actually invested the money. So to provide some context, this all really started back in 2019/2018 when I got my dad to open a savings account to start saving some money after we cleared all our credit card debt. So you could say I'm a financial advisor for my dad, but I'm not certified in any way. I just really enjoyed researching this kind of stuff back then. And so I helped him get his finances together, and we started saving money in a separate savings account. And then around March 2019, I said, hey, you should let me try to invest this money in stocks. And obviously he was reluctant at first, just like with any of the other businesses I tried to start that I needed him to kind of help me start because I'm underage. But I eventually convinced him to open a Robinhood account, and in March 2019 I invested my first $1,000 from his savings, and I put it into just some stocks that I made. I did a little research and I invested in some Nike, some AT&T, and I don't completely remember what else I bought with that $1,000. But as time went on, a few weeks, few months, my portfolio was consistently growing as I pulled more and more money from his savings account and put it into more stocks. And the first time that I really sold everything off was around November 2019. So I think by that time there was about $10,000 in the account, combined with the profit I've made from buying and selling here and there, as well as all the money we'd invested, all the initial capital. And the reason I sold everything off at that time was to finish paying off my dad's credit card debt. So his 0% interest offers on some credit cards were ending, and that's when we decided we wanted to pay everything off. So sold off the entire portfolio, some losses, but mostly profitable. And I think I ended up making about $800 on all those stocks, including all the losses I took, which I did take some pretty bad losses on iRobot and Rollins, which is the owner of Orkin Pest Control. Why I was invested in those companies? Because my dad suggested them, and after those two investments I stopped taking his advice. Obviously we take each other's input on what we should do with the portfolio, but I'm the one who's doing most of the work as far as research and actually investing the money. So after November 2019, I didn't really do much with stocks, and then COVID hit in March 2020, and I decided that was pretty good time to get back in. Now, I didn't get in as heavy as I wish I would have, because obviously that time was peak prime opportunity to invest in the stock market. Everything had gone down significantly, and it was a really great time. Since then, the market has increased a ton. The market is at all-time highs right now. But I did make some good plays, and I got a lot more into my initial trading strategy was dividend investing for the most part, and I started to move away from that and get into more growth stocks or more short-term purchases. And I did a lot of quick buying and selling. I think one of my better investments of that time, I bought Best Buy in April or May, and I kept adding to that investment until June when it finally popped, and I ended up making $500 on that trade. And I stayed pretty consistent with the investments all the way until now. The portfolio has grown significantly since then, and a lot of people have been asking me about stocks and all that stuff. And I just want to say again, I'm not a certified financial advisor in any way. I'm not even 18, but I don't think that should completely discredit what I've done here. I'm not necessarily going off some sort of big strategy, but mainly what I do is invest in companies that I believe in, or companies I truly support, and companies that show real opportunity for growth. And I don't mind putting money in them and waiting a long time if things don't work out in the short term. So without further ado, let's talk about the actual portfolio. All right, so here we have our portfolio. Not looking too good in the last week. Actually, that's not as bad as I assumed. Yeah, there we go. But, overall, it's looking really good. But let's just scroll through and see what I've got going on right now. So to start off, we got our options. I think I'm definitely overall red for options. I've made a lot of, not a lot, maybe 10 to 20 options trades, and only a handful of them have gone green. So this one I've still got until June 18th on this Delta trade, but it's not looking too good. My equity is $23, and it's gone down quite a lot over time. That was my first time testing out like what it would be to go like super long term. I think I bought this in like April. Yeah, never mind. I bought this in February 19th, and I've had it for what? That's like 2 months now exactly. Today is May 19th. But moving on, that's a 213L. All the numbers you're seeing on the right are overall returns on the total investment. So Apple got 30 shares, down $180. Really glad I split this position in half. I sold half of this position maybe a week ago when Apple was at, let's see, 130. It's at 124 now. That was a good call. Not all my calls are good. For example, AT&T, I had 200 profit. Like yesterday, AT&T peaked right here when that news came out about the like selling off their like media unit, and it shot down. So there goes my 200 profit. It's now $20 loss. Target, one of my favorite investments. I got 10 shares, up 620 on just these 10 shares. I think I sold half of this quite a while ago. February 18th, I sold 12 of my shares at 193. It's at 219 now, so that's like 300 I lost right there. But I mean, I'm not gonna worry about it because I put that money in other investments that are, you know, for the most part doing well. We got one share of Wells Fargo that I've had for the longest time, down $8 ever since it crashed. This was like 2 weeks after I bought it. It just, boom, down half the price it was. Got that one share, got 8 shares of AMD, down $100. Got 8 shares of Bank of America, up $106. 3 shares of Square, down $135. 100 shares of Nokia, down $250. That was a complete gamble. I knew that if I put that money there, it's either a complete loss or I luckily get a win, and I did not mind losing that money. So GameStop, AMC, Nokia, all of those stocks were like super hyped up, you know, Wall Street bets, all that madness. And you know, this trade just didn't pan out as well as some of the other ones. And we've got Nike down here, 60 shares, down $340. Well, not looking too good on that one. 2 shares of Microsoft, up 18. 1 share of TJ Maxx, or TJX, the parent company, up $5. Got 22 shares of Delta, down $8. 22 shares of S&P 500 ETF, and I'm up 330 on that. I'm really happy about that investment. I've been adding to that pretty consistently as the stock has been going down. I wish I bought some this morning at 7 a.m., but anyways, got 3 shares of Spotify. Man, wow. Spotify just like depresses me because I remember holding it for months, waiting for it to come back in the green, selling it for a $5 profit. And then I saw it was like really low, so I bought more, and then it just kept going down. 1 share of Twitter, down $3. 3 shares of JP Morgan Chase, up $31. 1 share of Chipotle, Mexican Grill to be specific, down $130. 5 shares of Shake Shack, down $37. And 1 share of Tesla, down $119. Now, this is just how my portfolio stands right now. There were a lot of other stocks that I owned, a lot of stocks, or not a lot, but some I day traded, specifically GameStop. So I really want to talk about that because that was a really good day for trading. So with day trading, you have to have 25,000 in your account to not get flagged for pattern day trading, and they will lock your account for day trades until you put 25,000 in the account. My portfolio was at 24,000 like the day or one of the days that GameStop was going crazy. So I decided to add 1,000 in just to be able to day trade that day. Rode the wave, made $850 from buying and selling GameStop. But then I took like a $300 L on AMC about a month later, and I've got the $250 L on Nokia. So overall, I made $300 from the Wall Street bets movement. And I gotta say that was a pretty cool time, everything that was going on. And I think a lot of people made money, a lot of people lost money, but with trading stocks, when I see that I'm losing money, I don't really consider it as a super big deal. It's more of what did I do wrong and what can I learn from this? Because most of the investments that are going down right now, it's because I probably didn't research well enough, and it was really just an impulse buy. Oh, the stock is down today, let me invest in it, and then it just keeps going down, just like Spotify. Man, $140. That's why I really like investing in stocks over options. It's just, if a stock goes down, you're not guaranteed to lose money because it will probably eventually come back up. But with options, your contract will just expire and you lose all of the money. I've lost a decent amount of money on options, but I never went too big on any of them. Most of them, I'll have like, you know, maybe a $50 profit and I'll be like, oh, that's cool. Let me just wait for it to go up to like 100, and then I lose all the money anyways. Which is why I'd like to say it again, I'm not providing financial advice. This is only for entertainment purposes. And if you really wanted to learn investing, you should check out like Graham Stephan or Andre Jick. I really like him. And Bia Heza, I really like all of their videos. And obviously I still get dividends from a lot of those stocks, but it's not my priority. I'm more so just looking for like growth, or at least with the S&P 500 ETF, I just really want something I could just buy and, you know, just hold onto and just look for like maybe, you know, 7% gain year over year, because it's definitely better than keeping your money in a high interest savings account, for example, because interest rates aren't as high as they used to be. Like in our savings account that my dad was using that I usually pull money from, the interest has dropped significantly. So I was like, I mean, let's keep some money in there as like an emergency fund and then put most of it into stocks, because at least if we got the emergency fund, that will cover us for a while, just in case the stock market takes some sort of huge hit. But the thing I think most people don't understand with stocks is you can't just invest in stocks to get rich. I think you really need to be able to put time into research and really learning the market. No one can really predict the market accurately. You can take other people's investing advice, but then when things go south, you can't really blame anyone else. It was your choice. That's why I don't really take specific advice like what stocks to buy. I don't listen to other people for that. That's all me and my research and my decision making that goes into that. I won't get like emails from like a group or join a group. Like I know my dad likes to just like go off like what they say on like CNBC or whatever he gets in his like junk email. I like to think he does based on the way he loses money on puts and calls. But just to give you guys some more numbers, this is how much profit I made on the Robinhood account in 2020. Here's how much I made so far in 2021. And if I sold my portfolio today, here's how much I would profit / lose. It might be in the red, I'm not completely sure. But yeah, hopefully this video, you know, provided some sort of entertainment. This is not financial advice, it's entertainment. Or maybe some inspiration on what you should research, because this is not advice, it's entertainment. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all about investing, make sure to leave a comment here. I have not been checking Instagram recently, been doing some kind of sort of social media detox, even though I still post on YouTube. But yeah, if you guys want to see more videos like this, leave a comment down below and I will do more investing finance type videos. If you guys want to learn more about reselling and all of this other stuff that I'm doing, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my next video. I'm definitely trying to get on a more consistent posting schedule. I know it's been like 2/3 weeks since I uploaded, but I've got more videos filmed already and I've got plenty of ideas up there on my whiteboard. You can't see them yet, but you'll see the videos pretty soon. I'm definitely getting on a more consistent schedule. Summer vacation is coming. I'm super hyped. Hope you guys are too, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys later.